Hello everyone, how's everyone doing? This is Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming, and I am here to share a new journal I'm working on today. Started it last night, and so I hope everyone's doing great. It's a beautiful day here sunny day in North Carolina, so I'm enjoying it and hope to get outside in a little while. This is the book. It's going to be a Halloween journal. So I did one. These are like two very different Halloween journals that I'm doing this year. And I've already got one in my shop and it was super fun. I love how it turned out. I love all the pages, the scrapbook, double-sided scrapbook card stock light paper, and the unique papers that I used in there. And the ephemera, so fun. And so this one is, and that was like a fabric cover. And the video was published on Saturday, that last Saturday. So if you want to see the video, just if you haven't seen it, go back and look at that, because that was a super fun time I had with that one. So this one, I like these books for Halloween journals, especially this one. I think I have more than one of these, but I'm only making one. I'll save the rest for next year, or the next one for next year. But unless this one sells right away, I might make another one. But I like the orange on here. I like the size. I like the kind of spooky creepiness of these series of unfortunate events. Lemony Snicket, by Lemony Snicket books. This one's the pen. I didn't look at this before I started to pronounce it. Let's see. Penultimate Peril, I guess it says. I left the spine intact. I love the size of these spines too, actually. And so I left the spine intact, even though, like you can see, this is a pretty old, it's not new. It's probably vintage. I'll have to look for the copyright page. Let me see if I still have it here. Here's all the pages that I haven't done anything with yet from the book. Let's see. Copyright. Let me see here. Okay, yeah, it's in the 2000s, so 2000, yeah, so it's not vintage. 2000, I think it says 2005, so not quite vintage yet, but it's got some wear on it, and I like the charm of the wear on this one. And this one, they've changed these books a bit, so this one, there's different versions that look newer. I like the look of this one. Like I said, the spine, here's the back. And I'm probably going to leave it just like this. I like even the wear on the corners. It just makes it look older, even it makes it look vintage, even if it's not quite there yet. So, and then I left, here's the inside. I left the original end paper, inside the book cover papers. I really like those a lot too. And then these pieces I cut out from book pages. I think this was the front, in the front of the book, and this was in the back. So I cut those out. These are pieces, this right here and this right here, I cut out and put there, glued those on. And then I added, support to the spine, because it was, when I took the book block out, it was a rather thin spine. So I reinforced that nice and sturdy now, and glued and sewed in this like muslin here. And it kind of reminded me of, I'm making this a Halloween journal, so it reminded me, not that I know personally any mummies, but it reminded me of mummy fabric. So that was my thoughts when I put that there. It looks like mummy fabric. So, and then sewed it, you can see right here where the stitching is. So that was fun to do the cover like that. And then I went through all the book pages and pulled out book pages I, wanted to use. There's some with pictures. I like the pictures in those books. They're really kind of interesting if you've never looked through one of those Lemony Snicket books. They're just black and white, but they're really interesting. I've already got a couple pages that I had sitting here from my other Halloween journal that I worked on, and I got those ready kind of like as a format or template, so I would know what size pages I need. So I've got those, the pages size figured out. And then I worked on the pages with the pictures. I kind of went through and see what ephemera I could create. So like these aren't ephemera. These are going to be pages. So these are going to be little pages. These are just pages with text on them from the book. So I wanted to use a few of those for a variety of sizes and pages. These two pages right here are really interesting. See this one here? It has a doorknob, and I just thought it was a really interesting page. And this one too, one of the end papers or end pages. So I thought maybe I would put these together, either like this or like this, and have them as full-size pages in the journal. So those are ready. These right here, I liked the pictures, and the pictures were like on one side of the page. So I actually, I'm always in the back of my mind trying to, conserve scraps and not make more scraps, you know what I mean? So these pages I just folded in half and glued them together because the picture was on one side that I wanted. Folded the page in half, glued the page together, and then glued the page on that half page, which was this size when I folded it in half, glued that onto file folder. So now I have a nice sturdy, whatever I want to do with it, a bookmark or a journaling card or a tag. But there's 3 of those. Here's the 3 pictures, and they are kind of, I mean, don't they look kind of a little bit creepy, these pictures? I mean, that's like a mad goat there. And this guy certainly looks kind of creepy. And this guy looks a little, iffy there. So I thought those were, I thought these would make good Halloween type ephemera. And then these little pictures were on some of the chapters. I liked what it said here. It's kind of intriguing. If you've ever read one of these books, it's kind of interesting the way they do things and their wording and things. So these 2 I put on cardstock just like that. And then there's some more. Let's see, all these are on cardstock. This was a note in the, I think this was in the front. I don't remember if it was in the front or the back, but I just thought it was a cool little looking note. I mean, I haven't aged this or anything, and this is how it looked, kind of aged already. So, let me get my timer going. I should have started it already. But yeah, it was already like this, and I thought it was really cool. So I made that into a journaling card, and I'm probably going to round the corners and maybe do some distressing around the edges, but this is where I'm at right now. So I'm just sharing where I'm at and what I'm doing next. But these 2 were like the ones I put here that had shapes to them. Like this one had a shape here. It's like this. So these I made into journaling cards, these 2 right here. Pretty cool little pictures. And this one was this shape. So I just cut it out. It's on cardstock. These guys are marching down the road or something, and they were cute. So I cut them out, put them on cardstock. And then all of these I thought were cool, and they could be decorations. Well, this one I accidentally put on cardstock. I cut it out, and I didn't mean to put it on oops, it's upside down. I'm like, what is that a picture of? Because it's upside down, I couldn't see it. But yeah, these the kids are blindfolded here. I don't know what's happening in this chapter, but kind of an interesting little picture there. This is a frog lamp. This was in the book. So cute. I had to fussy cut that out and use that somewhere. And this is a washer and dryer. And I thought that was kind of neat, first of all, because it's a washer and dryer and there's clothes everywhere. And then also, if you look at it closely, you can kind of see the creepiness of it. And that's the knobs. I don't know if this was in the story or anything, just it kind of, when I was cutting it out and I realized the knobs look like eyes, and the little doors here on the washer, I guess they're both washers maybe, or maybe it's a washer and dryer, but they look like big mouths. So it looks kind of creepy-ish for a Halloween journal with eyes and mouths there on the washer and dryer. So those are all going to go in here. So my next plan, I have a few things ready that during my last journal, my last Halloween journal that I got ready while I was getting ready, ephemera ready for that. I got it ready for this one too. So I've got the birds ready, the creepy, creepy birds. Oh, that's just a blank piece of, and there's the owls. And then I've got the paper clips ready to put charms on. And I made a little book for this one already when I was making the book for the last one with the strings. So that one I've got a piece of, this one I had an extra piece of the digital book page left. So I put that in there. It was a scrap. So that's all ready to go. So now I want to make some pages. And So I have quite a bit left from my Halloween paper pack here. And so like this is stickers. See, I will cut out some of these stickers just like I did from the last one. This, I thought I had put all the scrapbook paper cut-offs in the other pack, and I only had 2, and I was wondering, I was like, I guess I used all of it because I couldn't find it, and it was in between the papers here. But so I might put some of this, go ahead and put some of this in the other journal before it's purchased, and that'll be some extra cut-offs for the other journal that I forgot I had or couldn't find. And then these are the papers. So I'm planning on having 3 signatures. Here's another little scrap I can put in there. 3 signatures. So I'm going to pick out, let's see, if I have at least 10 papers in each one, I want to have at least half of those in each one. Scrapbook paper if I can, if I have enough, which I should. So I'm going to pick out like one of each design here to cut into pages. So I have this one. Oh, this one has, okay, see, I still want to keep the cut apart separate and cut those apart. So I'm going to put that separate. This can be a page because it's a whole design on both sides. Okay, so let's get organized here. Another cut apart. And yeah, I straightened up my table here, so all I have on here right now is this project. I had some Christmas stuff here too. I was like, I've got to have some room, so I cleaned all that up. Okay, so that's 2 pages we can cut for pages so far. Cut apart, cut apart. So those are going to go into that cut apart pile. Okay, excuse my reach. I just need to put that over there. Let's see, this looks like, I want to make sure they're different too. So this is different from what we have. So that can go in the page pile. This is the same. So I'm going to put this to the side right now. This is different. We don't have that one yet. That's number 4. And I might be able to get more than 1 page out of these because these are 12 by 12. So we'll see if I can get, let's see, let's look at the book real quick. Let's see, this will be cut off, the strip. So just say, it goes about right there. Yeah, I don't know, unless I have a different size pages, I won't be able to get a whole page from, whole 2 pages from each one. So, oh, that's a cut apart too. That goes in the cut apart pile. Okay. See, I don't have as many as I think I have because there's a lot of cut aparts in here. There's the sticker pages. Let's see, do I have this one yet? I don't think I do. So that's number 5. Number 5. I'm trying to memorize what I've got over there. Okay, so this one I want to cut up again too for the, December daily type thing, and it's the number. So I'm going to cut that one up into little pieces. Okay, do I have this one? No. Okay, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. This one I cut up last time too for ephemera, and I loved it, so I'm going to do that again. I'm going to put that in a cut apart. Here's another cut apart. I want to keep that because I love those. Okay, so I think we already, do we have this one? Let me see, green. Yeah, we do have that one. Okay, so I'm going to put that over here. If we, I'll see what we have left, and we might have to use some doubles, which is fine, but I just kind of, I want to use one of each first and then go to the doubles. So at this point, we might be at the double stage where everything else is doubles. Let me just make sure. Let's see, do we have this one? Yeah, we had a red polka dot one. There it is. Okay. This is the same thing. And this is stickers. So I'm going to put that up there with the cut aparts. And this one we have, oh, what is on the back of the spiders? I don't think we have that. Oh yeah, I didn't use this one in the other one, I don't think. Did I? I don't think I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different patterns there. And then cut aparts. This is the, whoops, this is the, cover page. So this is cut aparts, yeah. And then this is stickers. And that is it. Okay, so now I know what I'm working with. Okay, so I'll keep these separate right now. I'm not going to work on the cut aparts on camera because, you know, you guys probably don't want to see me just sitting here cutting cut aparts. But these I will work on. I can do the cut aparts when I'm watching TV tonight. So let's get our template. This one, and I'm going to make pockets and flip overs wherever I can so I don't, you know, waste any paper or make more scraps. And so I'm just going to show you what I'm doing here, and I will be doing some sewing on the pockets, but like the flip over, fold outs, whatever you want to call them, on the last journal I left them all loose so that whoever gets the journal. And I'm saving these so I can cut out this little part right here. This one says spooky. Some of them say haunted. So all those are going to like go in my cut apart pile for cutting later. So let's see which way we want the spiders to go. Crawling up a wall, crawling down a wall. That's a lot of spiders if you don't like spiders. But they're not real. Okay, so this could be a fold over. I think we'll have them crawling up the wall, right? That's where you don't want them crawling toward you. If they're crawling up the wall, they're crawling away from you. At least. And I always tell myself, spiders are good because they eat other bugs. That's what my mom told me. And I believed it, and I think it's true. Spiders eat other bugs, so, you know, unless it's some giant man-eating spider, you're good to go. Which I've lived with a tarantula, so I'm not even really worried about spiders, because my sons had a pet tarantula, and one had it for years and years. Those things live forever, let me tell you. But my one son had, let's make the spiders coming out like this. That would be cute. But my one son, my oldest son, had the tarantula first. And then he decided, he had it for years and years, and then I guess he decided he didn't want it anymore, or maybe when he had his girlfriend, they were getting married, and, you know, they're married now, and of course they've been married for a while now, but anyway, somewhere during that time period, he decided, or she decided, he wasn't going to have a spider anymore, a tarantula, and he gave it to my younger son, so then my younger son had it for a while, a good many years also, and he ended up selling it because the thing was just living forever. It was just by itself in a cage, but I guess they took good care of it, and it was just, I mean, I don't know, it's probably still alive. It's just, I don't know how long those things last, but it was, yeah, it was pretty crazy. But anyway, I said all that because, you know, kind of like, spiders, okay, just as long as it doesn't come near me, I'm fine. You know what I mean? But there is some big ones. When I say man-eating, I'm talking about those big, ugly ones that are outside. I've never seen one in my house. And I even saw one outside of my house, like on the wall outside. And I made my husband take it down from the wall and take it across the street to live. I didn't make him kill it, but I made him move it away because I was like, that thing was getting ready. I saw eggs. I was like, he took the eggs and the mama and everything and moved it across the street because I was like, I do not want, you know, 10 million of those little spiders when they get big here, you know, and it was in my garden too. So I was like, you know, I don't want to be having to, you know, watch out for giant spiders. And that thing was, I mean, that thing was like that big. So, you know, and it wasn't the tarantula. The tarantula we had, I guess there's different kind of tarantulas. And the one we had, what my son told me was, if that one bit you, it wouldn't kill you. I don't know if he was lying. I'd have to ask him if he was lying so that I would let it live here. But, yeah, he said if it bites you, it won't kill you. So that's another reason why I was like, okay, well, it's never going to bite me because I'm not going to get that close. But at least I know if you guys got bitten by it, it wouldn't kill you, right? So anyway, that's why one reason I let it live here, you know. So there's different, from what I was told by them, there's different types of spiders. Okay, so I don't know if I want all of these to be, I guess a couple could be fold overs like this, and I'll make a couple with pockets. And so I want to be careful, because you know how when you stack the pages, then you have to watch out for your outside edge here. So I'm going to kind of, see, this one sticks out even a little bit more. So I'm going to make this one even, the folds even more deeper than this one. So I'm going to mark right here's where it would go if I was folding it the same. I'm going to go a little bit in from that, probably about almost 1/4 of an inch, maybe not quite, and fold that in. And then I'll do this side the same as that side, of course. So, sorry if I'm shaking the camera. So I think this is going to be a fun journal too. I mean, look how these, I love the, you know, I heard someone say that they didn't realize when you buy a paper pack that all the pages coordinate. And I kind of like, you know, didn't realize that someone could not realize that. So I was just kind of been saying that maybe a couple times in my videos, like, you know, it's so cool how the papers go so well together, because that's how they were made. They all coordinate, right? So let's see, where's my next, oh, I put all my papers up here. Yeah. Okay, so we did this one, we did that one. I guess, which one do I want to do next? I think I'll just go ahead and do the ones right here. I think this is where I put them. And the duplicates are up there. So, yeah, I want to have at least, I'm going to say 5 pages of scrapbook paper in each one. If I have enough, I'll probably, with that many pages of scrapbook paper in each one, it'll be, I'll probably be using up all this paper here. So I won't be able to do any more like journals with this paper in it. So let's see. This one I want to make pockets that fold up. So I'm going to cut this off first here, right here, about right there, I guess, on that line. And then I'll make pockets on the bottom. So let's see. Scrap. Let's see. So this is going to be pockets on the bottom. So I'm going to measure the length here by using this page. Turn it up. Make my fold here. And then, of course, my pocket's not going to be that big, right? So I'm going to cut this off where I think I want my pocket. Probably about like, you can make it however, whatever, you know, however big you want. I'm probably going to make it like about right there would be good. So just stick it in my cutter. Cut it down to there. About right there. I don't want it too big, but I don't want it too small, right? So about right there. And then I always do this. I always fold it in half and then get my middle point. And I have my middle point, and then I'm going to pull this down and cut a little slit here in the middle of the pockets, a little triangle. Just makes everything go in and out, and it looks really nice. So that little triangle I always cut off. And there you go, you have a little triangle there when it's sewn in, and you leave this loose and you glue or sew down the sides here. So that's how I'm going to work on these pages. That's how you make the sides. This is how you make the pockets. Let's see, any other things I need to show you right now. We made 2 with this. I think that's it for now. If I think of another thing I do with the pages, I'll come back on with another video, but I'm just going to work on the pages this afternoon and get some other pages put in. You know, my fun papers that I have picked up from thrifting and things like that, antique stores, and get those put in, and then I'll be back with what I do next, either binding or inserting ephemera or decorating the pages, depending on what I decide to do with this one. I kind of want to decorate the pages more in this one, because I didn't decorate the pages in the last one very much, because I wanted to leave it and make a little kit. I thought that would be fun for this one. And I see these pockets are sticking, or these fold-outs are sticking out. Don't be afraid to refold your pages. You know, I just refolded those. See, it's not a big deal. You can't really notice the previous fold very much, and it doesn't bother me if you can. So, and I have a little project I'm doing today. I'm coffee dyeing some envelopes, and I kind of have some tips for you. I'll have that in the next video of coffee dyeing envelopes and what I learned. I've coffee dyed envelopes before, but today I tried something different, and I'll try to share that with you and the results in my next video. So I'll see you then, and have fun today and Labor Day weekend, and I'll see you next time. Happy crafting!